Hi, and welcome back to Rick's Room. Now, this is the podcast where we simulate an end of day, maybe lounge opportunity where we've been working all day at a busy conference, working the trade show, and we just haven't got a chance to visit with the people that we want to until now. The end of the day, we're in a comfortable chair, maybe we have a drink, and finally we see that person coming across the room. And today, that person is Jamie Lasher. Now, Jamie, thank you for being with me. I wrote out the introduction that I was going to give for you, but it was so long because you're so good at so many things.
Oh,
Folks,
thanks,
she's an artist. She's done technology. She's done technology implementations. She's vetted technology in financial services, of all places, very complex. But at her core, and you correct me, Jamie, if I'm wrong, at your core, you help people get their messaging right. Am I right about that?
That is correct, Rick. Yes, I love helping people getting their messaging correct.
All right. Well, I want to.
You go to these networking events, and sometimes people's eyes just glaze over.
Well, it happens to me a lot more than I'd like to admit.
Yeah.
And yes, finding a way to make that easy is, I know what you're good at, and we're going to talk about that. But first, I want to talk to you a little bit about Worthy Performance Group. I know you helped co-found that, and you are the co-owner of that company. What do you do at Worthy?
Yeah. So myself and my mom, Laura Lasher, founded Worthy Performance Group. She's got a huge passion for helping sales teams, and I've got a huge passion for marketing and helping people get their message clear and really catapult their marketing strategies in new and efficient ways.
I love that. And Laura Lasher has been on the show before, so some of our viewers may remember. She's very experienced. She's done some great things. But like some of us who have been in the business a while, we need that new view into what we do. And Jamie, I know you've done that, but lately you've started doing that not just as a consultant, which I know you do, but also with some new tools you've been developing. So tell me about that.
Yeah. So I've developed the 2-week messaging reset, which is a fully async process. So what happens is you get your messaging reset, you go on and you answer 18 questions about your business, who you are and who you serve. And it takes about 20 to 30 minutes, and then I do all the rest of the work. So just as we said earlier, if you're in front of a crowd and you start rambling and you don't know what to say or tell people what you do, and their eyes start glazing over, I solve that problem for you. So I give you a messaging framework that has 6 different deliverables with it that you can use across different platforms, your website, emails, social media, and what to say in those conversations where you see those people's eyes glaze over. You might be the best at what you do, but you lose them while you're talking to them. So I've developed that 2-week messaging reset.
I love that. I love that, Jamie. Now, I know that you've been studying this kind of thing for quite some time. You actually hold a number of certifications. Do you want to tell us about that or how you came into this part of the business?
Yeah. So when was it? Was it May or June of 2025? I actually went out to Nashville and I got StoryBrand certified. And I'm not sure if anybody's familiar with StoryBrand, but it's Donald Miller's framework, and it's a great framework. It's just it's basically reframing your marketing into a story, right? People believe stories and people love stories. I mean, come on, why do we go to the movies? So it reframes your marketing and telling a story rather than just having marketing pieces. So I'm a true believer in the StoryBrand framework, and that is what my 2-week messaging reset is built on.
I love that. I love that, Jay. But instead of some traditional way of delivering that, you've actually built a standalone tool companies can use on their own.
Yes.
To get closer. Yeah. Tell me about that.
Yeah. AI is the wave of the future, right? And everybody's testing it out and everybody's trying it. But if you don't know how to prompt AI correctly with your own messaging, then AI is not going to give you the best answer. So I've developed an AI toolkit where it gives you a whole bunch of prompts that you can go through on your own and make sure that your messaging is actually fit to your company. This messaging toolkit is available on our Stand store, and it's a really great tool. I've tested it out. I've had people test it out. Rick's used it. And I think it'll really help these companies and these consultants, or even, individual loan officers or realtors, really get their story straight and how they should be moving forward in their business.
I have played with it, Jamie, and thank you for mentioning that.
Yes.
I thought it was fantastic. Now, most of our viewers will know that I'm in public relations and thought leadership, and companies come to me and they say, we want you to promote this, and they haven't often thought through all the underlying foundational messaging that they need me to use on their behalf. So I really loved your tool. Actually, it helped me think about my business differently too, right?
That's the goal, right?
Yes. So what's the goal now? Where do you hope to take this? What's the next step for you?
Yeah, so I think that the 2-week messaging reset is a great place to start, especially if you aren't clear on what you are saying or what you're doing or how you are going about your marketing. So I think that's a great place to start. Again, I don't want to suck up your time with meetings. You have enough going on in your day. All I need is 30 minutes from you to answer these questions thoughtfully. And in 2 weeks, you get your full deliverable. And then I think after that, I think the AI messaging toolkit is a great place to go from there. I think that it will help you think about your business moving forward as you add new products or as you add new services onto your stack. I think that would be a great way for you to think about business moving forward. And, if you're not playing with AI or if you're not sure where to start, this is a great way for you to start. It walks you step by step of what to do.
And you really do need to start if you haven't already. In the early days, AI was a little wonky and maybe it hallucinated and gave us some crazy results. But increasingly, Jamie, just about every company I talk to is using it. And my clients are asking me to lean in and use it more so we can be faster. We can, not miss things.
Exactly. More efficient and really take your business and elevate it. A lot of people are very scared of AI, and yes, right. There are scary parts to AI, but for your business and what you can do and how you can elevate your business, it's huge. So I think it's very important, if you're not on the bandwagon, to get on the bandwagon, and the AI messaging toolkit is a great place to start.
It absolutely is. I don't advocate that people use AI to do their writing for them yet, although it's getting better every single day.
It is, absolutely.
But what your tool does is actually helps them think through what they know and what they think they know about their business. I love that. That's cool.
The whole goal. That's the goal with StoryBrand too, right? Let's get you to think about your business in a different way.
Well, it certainly did that for me. And I know it'll do that for those of you watching the show if you check it out. But how can they get it? What's the easiest way for them to learn more?
So you can go to our website, www.worthyperformancegroup.com. And there we have a link to our Stand store. And through there, you can buy everything through the Stand store. And if you want the link to the Stand store, it's stan.store/Worthy Performance Group.
All right. So if you're seeing this on YouTube, I'll try to make sure we put that in the show notes, but it will certainly be in the notes that go on the rga-pr.com blog where this show always appears. Jamie, I love what you're doing.
Thanks, Rick.
I want to make sure that I understand how you use what you learned as a technologist, as an artist, and now a consultant.
Right.
I mean, it's beautiful from the outside how you've woven all that together, but how do you think of what you bring, your value proposition in the market? How do you think about that?
Yeah, I think I've got a totally different perspective than a lot of people. I grew up in the industry. My mom sold homes when I was little. She's been in the mortgage industry. She's built all these teams. I have such a different perspective than a lot of people who are in this industry. Like you said earlier, I've implemented a lot of different softwares. I made a community bank on the cutting edge of technology just because I said, if we're not doing this technology now, we're going to get beat out. And, luckily they were on board with me and we implemented some really cool technologies. But I think that's crossed over in how I've thought about consulting and how I've thought about helping out my partners in business, just that creativity mind. Like I love painting. I love being creative. And I think this is just a different way of being creative.
Well, I love it, Jamie, and I can't wait to see what you do in the future as
Thanks,
you
Rick.
evolve with these tools. We've been talking with Jamie Lasher. She's the co-founder and the co-owner of Worthy Performance Group, and she is a communications consultant who can help you get your message right. Look in the show notes for more information on how to get in touch. And Jamie, you need to promise that you'll come on the show again.
Yeah.
It goes out.
Of course I will. I love it. Thanks, Rick. I appreciate
Thanks for being
it.
here.
Thank you. Have a good one. Bye, guys.